Hello guys, welcome back. This is going to be another video on Irene Yvette. She is we'll get into that. We're going to make a video about Irene Yvette. She's a YouTuber on the black side of YouTube. You know, black people, we have a sector on YouTube that we talk about black issues and stuff like that. She's predominantly part of that. The Cynthia G crowd, the Paris Milan crowd. She tends to fall in the middle. She's more of a conservative. She has conservative values. That's what she says in her about section. She's a radical black conservative, self-reflection and growth via revolutionary ideology and traditional Christian familial values with a conservative but radical socio-political stance. So she's a conservative, radical, black conservative. But but the thing is, I could question her blackness because if you really look into her past and her dating choices for her youth when she was in her sexual prime, that's when women are in their sexual prime, when they're between their 20s and 30s. And if I look at your question, if I look at your dating history and I see all that you've hooked up with over the years when you were in your sexual prime, and all of those people are white, all of those men are white, that tells me that your lens are they're tainted. She has a questionable past because she's been tied to an interracial relationship, and the byproduct of that are her mixed biracial children. She works with in collaboration with other predominantly black content creators just because she wants to increase her following. You think she cares about the black community? Of course not. She cares nothing about the black community. She only cares about herself. Now, she parrots the usual narrative on YouTube that black men are the failure in the black community and that black women are to be protected and provided for irregardless to whether or not the black woman has a white man, or irregardless to whether or not the black woman was actually in the wrong for this time, irregardless of making her take accountability for her actions, just like any other man would have to take accountability for his actions. We should make excuses and protect her and provide for her regardless. But that's not how the world works in my eyes and in a lot of people's eyes. Now, she's obviously going to parrot that narrative because her own history would show that she's, you know, opted out of the community. She's dated out before. You know, she knows that her looks are drastically fading. I mean, come on, let's be real. She's drastically fading here. Looks are drastically fading. She's losing her prime years, and now she's trying to save herself by making sure that she's tied to a black man. That's how these swirlers, these ex swirlers, that's how they come back on YouTube, because we can give examples like Crystal and Kars, and she's tied to she's out of YouTube, she's gone, she's exposed. But a lot of these black women, they tend to tie themselves to black men when the white community is fed up with them. Irene Yvette can no longer marry or date a white man because she's out of her prime. She's too old. But the thing is, how can she be part of the black community if she opted out of the community when she dated out? The thing is, she knows, and I know that she could easily bounce back because she knows a dumb black man. One of these dumb black men will willingly take her back with open arms just so they can get some pussy. Which selfishness is another thing that we have to speak on this channel. Now, she speaks from a black perspective. She talks about a lot of topics, but her lenses, when you have camera, when you have glasses and your lens are very tainted, you have to like wipe it with some cloth. Her lens are tainted, but the thing is, you can't wipe them off because she has biracial children. So she's always going to see a different perspective from a very questionable point of view because she has a white perspective. She's not going to be speaking from a black perspective. She's not going to be thinking about black people's interests. She doesn't even have any black children. She has biracial children. So of course she's going to come from the white perspective or the biracial perspective because she wants the best for her children. And her children aren't even black. They're biracial. And then she condemns different types of black men for interracial dating on her own YouTube channel, but her own past suggests that she shouldn't be able to question anybody's dating choices or history because she has an interracial past also. So the same way that we can overlook Irene Yvette's interracial past, the same way these other black content creators like Cynthia G can just look over and gloss over the fact that Irene Yvette's been with a slew of white men her entire life when she was in her sexual prime, and now she tends to talk about black issues from a black perspective, and as a black husband, after all those years of dating white men, she's coming back. Why? Because the white community doesn't want her anymore. But does she deserve a pass just because she's a woman and the black man that's dating out, he's dating out because. And there's another thing. Black women always tend to say that when black men date out and when black women date out, there's a huge difference. That the black woman is only dating out because she couldn't find the black man, and the black man's dating out because he's self hater. He's the worst. He's the worst person on the earth. He's the worst. He is terrible. Like, I mean, damn, you think that this person killed somebody or committed some type of homicide the way these black women will talk about these other black men on YouTube. Like Michael Jordan, you see how Cynthia G talked about Michael Jordan's dating choices, but she never questions Irene Yvette's past. She never talks about Irene Yvette's past. Cynthia G never talks about Irene Yvette's past. She never talks about her sister's past. Well, Cynthia G's sister, her own sister, has a very questionable past. Her own sister has a very questionable past also. So that's another thing. You gotta look at everything. When your family members have a different dating history, do you really think that Cynthia G's never been with a white dude? That would be intellectually dishonest. Of course she has. But that's not even a question of whether or not she has. Of course she has. But that goes besides the point. There seems to be a double standard in the black community that every time a black woman dates out, she's redeemable. But when a black man dates out, he's the worst of the scum of the earth and he can never come back to the black community, which is evident because Irene Yvette, she's managed to squirm her way back into the black community. I should not even be able to see a single person subscribe to her YouTube channel right now. You know why? Because she is an interracial dater. She doesn't care about the black perspective. She doesn't want the best for black people. She only wants the best for for her own pockets. I should not be able to see any person collabing with this swirling piece of crap because we need to promote other black content creators that are with black women that are with black men that are in a healthy black community. We should be able to talk about other people that are willing and able to help the community instead of people like Irene Yvette that are just clout chasers, clout chasers and women that are not looking out for the best interests of other black children. She doesn't even have black children, so she has no vested interest to maintain healthy relationships. She doesn't even have black children. Her children are biracial. She has a vested interest in the white community. So why would you even think that any of her videos are even going to be beneficial? Because she's coming from a white perspective. It's nothing that she can tell you coming from a white perspective that's not she's not going to look out for the best of the black perspective. She's coming from white perspective. How is she going to help the black people? She's helping herself and her children. That's who she's helping. She's not helping any of you people. So stop watching her YouTube channel and stop even thinking about her. She's irrelevant. She means nothing. She shouldn't even be able to talk about black issues. She shouldn't even be considered relevant in the black community, like in terms of even on the black sector. She shouldn't even be talked about. People like her and Irene Yvette and Cynthia G and Paris Milan, they shouldn't even have a following, really, to be honest with you. But they do because of the climate that we're living in. Serena Williams, she can write a whole blog about black men and she can be married to a white man, and that's okay. She can talk shit about black men, but that's okay. She's the greatest tennis player of all time. I know that she's the best, but she's not the best. She's not the best character. And then Megan the Stallion, she can date a white. No, no, she doesn't date a white. But she can lie about the Tory Lane situation, and she gets away with that. She gets a pass. Lizzo gets a pass. Cardi B gets a pass. All these other black women get a pass. Cynthia G gets a pass too. She got a pass too. Paris Milan gets a pass. But it is what it is. That's the climate we're living in. We're obviously going to have to see all these other black women on YouTube that are getting passes for their hypocritical choices and their hypocritical viewpoints on how things are happening in today's society. But yeah, that's all I gotta say today. I advise all of you guys to look into Irene Yvette's past and just, even if you're gonna watch her YouTube channel, please take everything she says with a grain of salt because she's not going to be looking out for your best. She's really not. I promise you, she's not looking out for your best interests. She's thinking only about herself. So please don't take her advice seriously. Just take it with a pinch of salt, or maybe don't even drink it at all. Throw the water in the garbage because it's tainted with a little bit of poison. Because her mindset is poison also. But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think of that in the comment section down below. Like, I've really been wanting to hear your thoughts. I will be doing a promotion video, maybe a giveaway soon. So, if you guys would like to hit that like button, maybe that's gonna help me out to, get one of those people a prize. But yeah, I'm out. Peace. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Hello, my name is would definitely not gonna go with that. I'll go with something like this. And then 20. Obviously, this is still back. So there has to be a trans. No, no, this is opaque. Maybe we should do the canvas first. Okay. Brushes. Hello guys, welcome back. This is going to be another video on Irene Yvette.